How to Improve Absolutely Anything by Katie Labedz. Chapter 18, Bringing It All Together, Kaizen. Throughout this book, you may have noticed a few words that might not be your normal vocabulary, like Pokioke, Ishikawa, Gemba, and now Kaizen. These are Japanese terms that we regularly use in the world of continuous improvement, lean, and Six Sigma. The original concept of lean originated with Henry Ford in his Model T factory. As we all know, he was credited with creating the first moving assembly line. Keiichi Toyota and Taiichi Ono came from Japan to observe these concepts, and then they went back to perfect them even more. This is the reason we see a sprinkle of Japanese terms when we talk about lean and continuous improvement. Kaizen means good change in Japanese. A Kaizen event, we bring a cross-functional group of people together to solve a problem. Some people refer to these as continuous improvement events. We bring together the collective brain power of a group of people to solve a problem in rapid fashion. Many times there is over 100 years of combined experience with the attendees. This is where the magic happens. We start by understanding the current situation and creating a measurable problem statement and corresponding goal. We first discussed problem statements with the concept of PDCA. Without this, we have no idea what problem we're trying to solve, who should be invited, the metrics impacted, scope, etc. Our Kaizen event would essentially consist of a room full of people sitting on their hands and wondering why they're there. Once we've established the problem, then we determine who is going to sponsor an event, how long it will take to complete, and who should participate. The sponsor is the person or persons who ultimately are responsible for the process at a high level. And quite honestly, they are the ones who will approve the time for everyone to step away from their normal jobs to do this. Oh, and pay for lunch too. I try not to scope out an event that will take longer than a week to complete because many people just can't get away from their day-to-day jobs for that long. Also, if we have to work too long on one problem, we encounter the law of diminishing returns. My normal Kaizen event takes 1 to 4 days, depending on the size of the problem, scope, etc. I have rules for the event. Now, not everyone likes them, but these are the rules. Number one, we need you present both mentally and physically. Laptop, cell phone, and tablet usage are permitted only during designated breaks unless we're looking up information. You have to commit to stay with the team for the entire Kaizen event, no leaving for other meetings or appointments. We must respect each other and teamwork is key. No idea is a bad idea and focus on the process, not the person. Pay attention to the person speaking, no side conversations. Avoid analysis paralysis and don't sit and spin. Yes, everyone is present for the entire event. We do take frequent breaks and I allow at least an hour for lunch. Our typical agenda includes almost everything we've already covered in this book, all wrapped up in one big bow. SIPOC, current state value stream map, ideal state, future state value stream map, action items, and reflection. We use the concepts of 5S, waste, PDCA, mistake proofing, visual management, Kanban, batch, one-piece flow, and standard work to improve the process under investigation. A crazy thing happens when you bring people together for an event. If you watch closely, they go through the stages of team dynamics. Forming, storming, norming, and performing right in front of your eyes. Forming is when we first come together. Everyone is nicey, smiley, and polite. Storming is the next stage when people start to test boundaries, speak up, and challenge each other. Norming is when we start to settle down, eventually finding their favorite spot to sit in the conference room or your parking spot in the parking deck. Finally, we get to performing, where we start to work together and function like a decently well-oiled machine. I've seen teams go through this process in under 20 minutes, and I've also seen teams struggling to perform together after 8 hours. It's a journey. So don't expect everyone to click and start working in a symbiotic group right away. Hansei in Japanese means self-reflection. This is typically done at the end of each day or the conclusion of the event. Hansei is a time to reflect back on what was accomplished, what you learned, what shocked you, and what this all means to you. Just like most of the other tools, you can put people on the spot and do this verbally, or they can write down their ideas on sticky notes and place them on the wall. I reference this as the What Stuck With You activity to be read aloud by the facilitator. See our Facebook page. You routinely hear things like, I had no idea there was so much waste in this process. Or I didn't know my process impacted you like this. You also hear things like, I learned a SIPOC tool, and now I know where my standard work is in the office. The Hansei reflection is a great way to wrap up and conclude an event. Additionally, it offers time to document decisions, assign action items, and schedule follow-up meetings. A Kaizen event presents us with an opportunity to identify, analyze, and respond to risk. What is risk? Risk is anything that could go wrong with all the stars aligned and something bad happens as a result. For an example, if you were a banking institution and you issued ATM cards with brand new technology, what could possibly go wrong? You would list all the things that could go wrong within reason and include how you're going to fix them when the situation arrives. If someone doesn't enter the PIN correctly for the card for 3 times, what are you going to do? Keep letting them try or lock their card? Risk is also where you hear those disclaimers on the commercials for medicines with the side effects that sound worse than your original problem. In their studies, they've shown that a certain percentage of people exhibited that reaction, so they have to disclose the risk. Remember the Ford Pinto case? This case offers a prime example of risks that were known and nothing was done to prevent catastrophic situations. Look for risk when you're analyzing the way things work today and will work in the future. Document it. Create a response to that risk. Fix the situation or lessen the impact. Every time you update the process, hello, it's continuous improvement. You need to review and update the risk. You could also use a Kaizen event in a variety of ways. I've used it for manufacturing, IT, finance, HR, legal, travel, quality, and small business issues. You can also use it for non-work related issues like solving a problem that exists within a nonprofit, resolving a situation with a traveling athletic team, or fixing a situation with the PTA. All you need is a problem to solve and people to help you solve the problem in rapid fashion. Think of a way that you currently solve problems. Brainstorm the ways that a Kaizen event may help you to stop playing paintball and solve your problem in one shot.